To my surprise, I awoke the next morning. After hours of waiting the previous night, we'd eventually arrived at this hotel called the Troubadour. I went to wait porn. Retreating back to my room, I watched Confieur. I hope porn wasn't doing the same. After an agonising hour, I tiptoed downstairs, where to my relief, I found them just finishing breakfast. I began to really worry about the previous night. I must have realised Copper Dogs weren't actually famous. Shit, I really needed this money. Maybe I could lie and say they were nearly famous. Oh, maybe they weren't actually pissed off. Oh, they're definitely pissed off. Could be about the tyre? As I headed back inside, the receptionist passed me a note. It read, not a clue what this meant, but I quickly fixed my tyre and rushed off to try and find them. The wisest place to check was obviously the pub. I realised that if I was to find porn, and they did still believe me, I was going to have to keep finding musicians that aren't famous and tell porn they are famous. How am I going to find these fake famous musicians? I guess any musician would agree, because they all want to be famous.
Porn! Porn! Porn!
Where are you going? Do you know where you're going? Where then?
Other way.
I pointed porn in the direction of Oban, where I'd overheard someone in the pub talking about a winter fair.
You don't have to, like, why don't you just get in? This is stupid. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, well, see you in a bit then.
For some reason, porn refused to get back in the van, but I wasn't going to let that disrupt my plan. We headed to Oban. Eventually, we arrived in the seaside town with a population of 8,500 people, where apparently the last female of Scotland was hung. Not the last woman in Scotland, just the last hung. I had no idea what to do and was just hoping Lewis Capaldi was going to jump out of a bush. However, we arrived at what must have been the winter fair, but was actually just a car park full of kids. Porn began to get some weird looks from some of the parents, so we left. Moments later, the children and parents re-emerged as a mob, a musical mob. This was my chance. All I had to do was convince porn that at least one of them were famous. This was the first time we'd properly been out in public, and porn began to attract some pretty uncomfortable stares. Eventually, the music stopped, and I grabbed a hold of one of the musicians, who, as far as porn was aware, is Lady Gaga's main style inspiration.
I've been playing this kind of drum, which is Hipiki from Brazil. And the kind of music I play is Brazilian samba or samba reggae. Easy music, but lots of people playing it together makes it really, really good. Collective music making is much more fun, I think. I'm not very good at playing music with myself, but it's really fun to get with your friends and play music. It's great. You've got a heartbeat, you've got rhythm. Just try it. Very to catch, so I'm not being rude, but
I think I had porn back in my control. As they walked off, I slyly asked a strangely dressed woman if there was any other music on this evening. They pointed me in the direction of the Rockfield Centre, where to the public there was a night celebrating music from the local islands. But to porn, the violinist from Calvin Harris's song, When I Met You in the Summer, was doing a final group performance before retirement. We arrived early.
So what was your name?
Ines Monroe.
What sort of music do you play?
Mostly trad music. Play a lot of solo pipe sort of stuff, and then play playing a couple of trad bands as well, and pipes and whistles.
And what is that?
Just sort of like traditional Scottish music, like stuff that, I don't know, just stuff that you'd mainly only hear in like the local area, and you wouldn't hear it anywhere else. Enjoying it and just getting the crack with folk and just enjoying your playing, I suppose. Just enjoy what you do and just practice as much as you can, and if you're not enjoying doing it, there's no point in doing it. It's always good fun and good crack when you're just sitting about having a tune or playing at something like this. So.
Calvin Harris's secret bagpiper.
Thanks very much.
I hope Paul didn't get the wrong idea about crack. These guys are a Gaelic singing fiddle group from the local islands and are called TEUD, which means string in English, or Calvin Harris's secret fiddle players in Pawnese.
That is one of the worst tunes I have just about ever heard in my life. John goes, that's why I've named it after you.
That's a fiddle. That seems a violin. I could do with cleaning wine. You'll have a look at that. So you've got the 4 strings. These are wire strings, and they're at tension. They're tied up with these pegs, small pegs here. There's a bridge which creates tension, and then you've got them at different tensions. They'll make different frequencies, and then you use your fingers to shorten the length of this thing or lengthen it to change the pitch. So we scale for you there.
It does. It takes a while. You know, like, no offence to piano or recording. I mean,
At home, just listening to yourself sound terrible, you're not going to have much fun. But if you're involved in the community, you're going out, you're listening to music, you're playing music with other people, no matter what level you're at, beginners all the way to advanced players. It really is a community instrument, the old fiddle. It's a folk tradition. As soon as you immerse yourself in that, I think you'll struggle not to enjoy yourself.
Being in with the other musicians, seeing the slightly older ones spurs you on, and it makes you want to keep going.
It would be alien not to be playing music.
Yeah.
It's great fun, and that's the main thing. It's loads of fun.
Yeah.
Is fame and folk part of it at all?
Oh,
No.
absolutely not. It'd be a shame if it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
So on the Gaelic side of things, you've got like Cathy McInnes, Cathy Ann McPhee, Julie Fowlis.
Fiddle music, I think you'd have to check out for me. Duncan Chisholm is a brilliant fiddle player. In terms of kind of fiddle bands, Blazing Fiddles is worth a look. And
Yeah.
Kelvin Ara as well in Oban.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No worries.
Enjoy the rest of your TEUD.
It was such a relief to find out a fiddle and a violin are actually the same thing.
Oh, I'd love to.
Calvin Harris's secret pipe fiddlers.
Time to go now, Pawn. It's all finished. That's it. Yeah. That's it. And now just off you pop. Come on, pawn.